Hey, it's Martha Blessing, and I've made this video because I want to help guide you, lead you into a different perspective and a different mindset for healing. So, if you're somebody who feels like they've tried everything and they've gone to every practitioner and done everything they possibly can, and you understand the whole quantum physics world, and you've dabbled with listening to Joe Dispenza's videos, you might have even gone to workshops, right? That's all wonderful, and I have nothing bad to say about any of that. But here's a little bit different perspective, because I get a lot of clients come to me who have done all of these different things and they feel kind of desperate, right? They're grasping at how do I stop this? How do I get out of this? And it's all focused on diagnoses, and I mean some big things like Parkinson's, MS, cancer, things like that. Well, from a frequency perspective, yes, like, I can telepathically go in and talk to your subconscious and know exactly why you've agreed to have whatever it is that you have. But from a healing perspective, from a soul perspective, it doesn't matter what that diagnosis is. It doesn't matter. We think to us it does, right? Like, if I said I had a pulled muscle or, a broken bone, it doesn't feel life-threatening. But when you get a diagnosis that seems life-threatening, like MS or Parkinson's or cancer, which I've had the cancer diagnosis, I've been through a couple of like cancer scares, right, in my life. And one was a scare and one was cancer. So I don't even like that word scare. Like, I don't know what else to use, but that's the word I'm using for right now to describe it for purposes of the video, right? But it doesn't matter what it is, right? Much of medicine will put a very fatal energy on a diagnosis. And so bronchitis feels way worse than cancer, right? Okay. But from a frequency perspective, your soul and God and source does not have any kind of preconceived idea about the outcome. In other words, it is a frequency issue in the energy, either in this life or another life. It's a frequency issue that's showing up where you are agreeing to do this or disagreeing and resisting something that's creating the constriction of energy in your body. What do I mean by that? I have yet to talk and give a whole big story about a lot of this cervical, neck, and arm issues that I've had. I had them for a long time. But it was after I came out of 10 years of daily chronic pain and them telling me I wouldn't walk again. It was after I had a diagnosis of a rare incurable cancer that I healed, right? And so those were actually both of those big diagnoses that could have radically changed my life were also things that led me to more and more of the highest expression of myself, my soul, my self-love, my conviction of my purpose and my path and why I'm here. And when it got to this final, up in this cervical area, there were times where it was very, very intense. Like, I literally just sat in my room and I was like, just take me now, because it was otherworldly, the amount of pain that I was in. And I've been in tremendous pain before in my life. So this was, like, I say, not of this human experience and what was moving through me. And I see now what it was, right? It was multidimensional, it was multi-layers. But I guarantee you that most any person would have been at the neurologist's office, and they probably would have been in surgery getting fusion. But that's not me. And so I moved closer to it. I moved closer and closer to it. And so my point to all of this was I came to feel immense love for myself. I came to be in the frequency of, what does this want me to know? Not, why is this happening to me? And giving my power away to the medical. But coming to this place where I realized that I was rejecting my own self. I was rejecting my essence. I was rejecting part of my soul's path and plan. I was rejecting being in the light and letting more and more light and love guide and lead my life. And the moment that I said yes, the symptoms went away. From deep inside my bone, I could feel it. The symptoms went away. Literally like a light switch. So where are you rejecting a part of yourself? What are you rejecting? Because whatever the diagnosis, wherever the energy is constricted, we're either resisting or we're agreeing to it. And for many of us who grew up in a certain generation, we feel unworthy, we feel unlovable, we are carrying shame, we are carrying guilt. And so we won't allow ourselves to actually live in the light, to be the light, to just let go and trust. And so we're in this frenetic fight or flight all the time, even when we're trying to sleep. Your body hasn't turned against you. It's not about another modality. It's about moving towards the truth of who you are and allowing that to be your soul expression, allowing that to be who you are in the world and how you live your life. And not trying to fit in and not trying to get love and not trying to get approval, but to be your fullest expression, to allow more light to come in. If you're ready to make that soul level decision, to step into your healing as soul level healing and not just going to more and more practitioners and doing all of the external stuff, wanting someone to fix or rescue you out of this body, please reach out to me. Leave me a comment below or go to my website at marthablessing.com. Take my quiz, get some of my free resources, and reach out to me. I'm here to help you. Move forward. Be in your embodiment of who you came here to be. In a happy, healthy body. Take care.